that we are her friends and not her fan. Outcomes are f***ing rude. You people have finally pissed Swanky off. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Comfort. Thank you so much for being with me today. I really do appreciate you. Welcome to my new subscribers. I see you. And my existing subscribers, my squad. Bam, bam. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being with me. Y'all, so we have another reality recap of Young, Famous, and African. Y'all, we are on episode 6. Oh, and you people have finally pissed Swanky off. Listen, I'm dressed today in honor of Swanky. When Swanky's putting clothes on, he's putting clothes on. You know, there's people that's wearing clothes and there's people that's putting clothes on. The clothes are just like, they just, you know, he just be giving you, you've never seen this before. You couldn't possibly, you could never, right? In this episode, a lot happens. People lose their tempers. Like I said, they pissed Swanky off finally and finally. Swanky broke a sweat for you people. It was actually a lot of touching moments also. But of course the drama was there and the drama will be there. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified when I post another video. And y'all, we are almost at the end. The next episode is our finale, so I'm excited. I'm ready. Okay, so y'all, let's get into episode 6. So we start off with Zandile, as the people call them, right? So Zari goes over to Andile's house to deliver personally deliver an invitation to a party that she's having, basically like a train ride to a place that she wants to host everybody on the train, basically, right? And it's like a bougie train, you know, it's giving very much like, you know, like celebrity tour bus, but on a train. Like imagine that kind of vibe, right? So she goes there. Andile's like, oh, you said you would never come. I'm so happy. He's still looking at her like, will you be my wifey? That's how he's looking at her, which is still wildly inappropriate, but that's another thing for another day. So she comes to give him the invitation in person because she just had to feel his energy and give it to him in person, right? So, you know, they talk and she invites him and she gives him the date and he says he's so sad that he can't make it. And he says he can't make it because his father passed and him and his siblings and his children are going to go visit his father's grave to have some closure and to pay their respects to him, right? So there's no way that he could make it. He's like, oh wow, like, you know, I understand, of course. So Andile is like, everyone's going? She said, yes, I invited everyone. And he's like, you mean Annie, Swanky, and Nadia? He's like, yes, all the people, all the clan, the group is coming, right? And he's like, And with all of that drama, you guys are going to be stuck on a train? And she says, yes, let's be stuck on the train. Any steam that wants to happen, let the steam be on the train. I said, well, so then we move to the blue train that Zari has invited everyone to. This train is going to another location. I think it's either Malinga or Malanga. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it is. I'll put the correction here. Everyone begins to arrive. You know, Swanky arrives, Naked and Kaylee arrive, Khanyi and Kudzi arrive. And, you know, it's all smiles and hugs and greetings and everything, right? So Swanky and Zari are both kind of like, where's Annie? Is Annie gonna show? Swanky's like, no, I'm sure she's coming. Maybe she's just trying to take my role as the late one. Texts her, calls her like, hey, come on, right? She also invites Nadia. So Zari is like, the fact that Nadia's not here, Annie's not here, I'm a little bit disappointed, but I'm just still waiting. I'm still looking, right? So they head to the train because they're like, we can't wait. Let's just go. We're all here. Let's make the most of this trip since we are the ones that are here. So they board the train. It was a very beautiful train. Is this like a thing? I feel like I knew that they have like luxury trains like that. It was very beautiful. It looked like a house, like a nice mansion, but like on a train. Like, you know how those tour buses, celebrities have the tour buses with the master bath and the whole thing and the wood grain and all of that. Yes, it was basically that, but on a train. And they had room, you know, for seating and, you know, all the train vibes, right? So then we move to Andile and Nadia. So Andile goes to visit Nadia and, you know, basically he wants to apologize to her for the way that he handled the whole thing with him, Zari, and, you know, the Nadia diamond and all of that, right? That he just felt like he didn't handle that the best way. She's like, you know, thank you so much. I appreciate the apology, you know. And so Andile is like, why aren't you going? Nadia's like, no, why would I go? We're not friends. I don't even know why I got the invite. She says she doesn't want Zari's drama. She's not too sure about Zari. She just doesn't like her energy. Ever since she came, it's been drama, so she doesn't want to be stuck on any train with any Zari. Nadia asked Andile, you know, Andile, why are you not going? And so Andile basically explains to her, you know, that he's going to his father's burial site to pay respects and to have, you know, a little bit of peace and closure about his passing, that it's been very difficult. Basically just want to pay their respects to him. And Nadia's like, oh, you know, that's really beautiful, that she wishes he had that kind of feeling for her father, but she has no idea where he is. She wishes that she could find him, but she's worried that her finding him is going to hurt her mother because he's never been there for her and her mother's always been there for her. She's scared that what if she meets him and he can't be the father that she needs him to be, like he doesn't give her or respond to her the way that she feels about him, essentially, right? And Dila's like, you have to at least try, because he had a period of time where he was estranged for 4 years from his daughter because of drama between, I'm guessing, the mother, and that he used to write her letters every birthday, and that one day, you know, now they're close, but that one day she's going to ask about that period of time, and he's going to explain that, you know, it's not that he didn't love her, it's not that he didn't want to be there, but there were situations that he couldn't really control that caused that. So that basically he's saying that may be the situation with Nadia. You shouldn't assume that he didn't want a relationship with you, right? It may be something else. It may be a lot of things that he couldn't explain or couldn't control. And so basically Nadia's scared because she's like, she doesn't want to get emotional about it. She doesn't want to cry. That she doesn't have that time. She's just scared about the whole situation. So y'all, so we're back to the train, right, with everybody. So Khanyi asks about Annie, like, is Annie coming? Whatever. So Zari wants to give a speech and basically thank everyone for honoring her invitation to them, right? So when she's about to give the speech, Annie walks in. Annie Macaulay Dibia walks in, you know, giving very casual, you know, Jean, we're on a train, nothing too rah-rah, but right. So she comes and she's like, hi guys. They're like, oh my goodness, how did you get on the train? What happened? And she said, money moves things, you know, money speaks, money talks. So basically, I'm guessing because she is who she is and because she has the coin that she has, she was able to stop the train and meet them wherever they were at, and they let her on the train when the train stopped, you know. So they were like, oh, yeah, whatever, right? So she comes. Basically, she came for Swanky. She came for other friends, and then she just really hopes this is not a negative situation, that she doesn't want any negativity because of her and Zari and all of that, but that she came and she's there, right? Then the speech. This speech caused so much drama, y'all. So Zari gives a speech, you know, like a normal, I thought it was like a normal thank you speech. I am not South African, I'm Nigerian, right? So I'm Nigerian American at that. So I know sometimes when South Africans say things, you know, they emphasize a lot. So to me, when I first heard the speech, I was like, maybe that's just how she talks, because she did keep saying, I just want to thank you guys for honoring my invitation and coming from my party and from my event and from my, it was a lot of my's and a lot of I's. But initially I was like, I mean, oh, okay. I just figured, okay, maybe that's just how she talks. But the fact that the other South Africans, Khanyi, was basically like, was Khanyi, it just, the I didn't sit well with Khanyi, right? So Khanyi and Annie were kind of gossiping about what we don't know. But Zari noticed it, right? She was like, hello, like, what are you guys whispering about? Stop gossiping. And he said, nobody's mouth moved. Khanyi didn't like that. Khanyi didn't like that. It felt like she just made a big deal out of it. Now, I couldn't tell if Khanyi was annoyed, because Khanyi just started looking like this. You know that face that people make when they're like, what's going on right now? Like, where? So Khanyi was just doing this. Granted, Kanye's face was very, like, awkward. Like, it was very, like, something's happening. And I think it took Zari by surprise. Zari did not expect that from her. So Zari kept referring to Khanyi and basically trying to get Khanyi to change her expression or to tell her, like, hey, what's going on? Like, why is your face like that, right? Because they're friends. I think Khanyi just wanted the moment to pass over. Like, okay, let's get through your speech that we have to listen to and we have to watch so that we can move on. For me, about the speech, I can be a little bit what's the word? I give people the benefit of the doubt, right? I don't want to say naive, but I give people the benefit of the doubt because I be clocking stuff too. So to me, I didn't think Zari was trying to be like, I'm the madame or I'm the anything, right? The my was a bit much, and then the calling out was a bit much, and then the like emphasizing Khanyi. I understand that's her friend, and so maybe she was kind of trying to like, you know, shake her out of whatever mood was going on. I can kind of see both sides of it basically. I can see why Khanyi was a little bit like, okay girl. And I can see also why Zari is like, what's going on? Like I'm talking and you people are like, everyone's gossiping, like what's happening, right? So Khanyi felt like because of the my, and the trying to control basically them gossiping or them talking on the side while she was giving her grand speech, Khanyi felt like Zari was trying to assert herself as the queen. She used Beyonce. Don't use Beyonce for you people's drama. Please leave Queen B out of it. My big sister is relaxing and living her life. Don't be using Beyonce for you people's nonsense. I beg. I beg. But she was like, you know, that she's trying to assert herself like she's the queen, she's the Beyonce of the group. And she's like, sweetie, there's none of that here. Like everybody, we're all friends. We're all on the same level. You don't need to assert yourself as any queen of anything. I feel like she's trying to assert herself and try to make, you know, rule over everybody, basically act like she's the queen. Connie's basically like, we're all stars. We're all queens, kings, whatever in our own right. Like you don't need to do that here. You need to just relax here. This is not that kind of environment. So Zari's like, you know, she's just gonna let it go, but that hopefully when they have dinner, that dinner will kind of change the mood and everybody's moods and everything will be lifted, right? So y'all, so it's dinner time and Annie and Swanky are stuck with Zari. Khanyi and Kutsi are at a table and Naked and Kaylee are at a table together, right? And even Kaylee said, by the way, because Kaylee comes up later on, which I was not happy with. I just wasn't happy with Kaylee's dealings in this episode. So Kaylee also acknowledged later on that the my's and the my's and the my's were kind of what was rubbing everybody the wrong way. So clearly she understood why it was rubbing people the wrong way, but she still chose to handle it the way that she handled it. So then we move, forward to the dinner, right? So they're kind of having small talk. Zari's like, how's wedding planning going? And he's like, everything's going well, that she had a big wedding the first time on the beach in Dubai, and that this time she wants like a small garden wedding. But in the confessional, Annie says that she doesn't want any negativity. She doesn't want any nonsense energy, any rubbish, any tactless energy from Zari concerning her wedding. Like she just obviously wants a peaceful, happy, joyful, loving day, right? As any bride would, you know, even if it's renewal. So Zari is like that she could really care less, that anything that goes on with Annie doesn't really affect her life, that it's not going to make any difference to her, but as a woman that she does wish her well, which like the spirit of shade. What's the purpose of saying it's not going to take anything from me, it's not going to do anything for me, but as a woman, you know, I wish her well. Just say as a woman, I wish her well. Like, I just think that shady thing, I'm going to do an episode one day about just like decorum, you know, just not how to not be shady. But anyway, she said she wishes her well, right? As a woman, whatever. They move to the next day and they're going on safari, right? So they're going to go on safari. You know, that's where they sit in these little Jeeps and basically drive through the wilderness. The safari and look at animals, essentially, right? It's a very common thing to do in South Africa. I'm not sure if I want to do it because me, I'm terrified. I was like Annie in this episode. I don't have time. And they don't be having windows. They don't be having proper doors. The things be open. I don't understand. I can't come and die. They are split though. So it's split. So Naked, Kaylee, and Zari are in one little truck. Swanky, Annie, Khanyi, and Kutsi are in another one, right? All Khanyi says is, you know, it's unfortunate that we have to be split, but, you know, let's have a good day. Let's enjoy ourselves. That's it. Annie says, you know, she's happy that she's in the Jeep with her friends, that, you know, it's good vibes, whatever, right? Zari, Naked, and Kaylee are in their own Jeep discussing what happened. I'm talking about Zari's like, what happened? What was all of that? You know, like, what were they gossiping about? I'm talking into the what's that? What the hell is that? What the hell is that, right? And then Naked and Kaylee gonna feed into it. Naked is gonna say, yeah, they were like the evil stepsisters, whispering off to the side and, you know, just whispering. I'm like, why are y'all feeding into that type of crap? Like, to me, I feel like you guys are friends with both. You guys are neutral. You're supposed to diffuse the situation. It wasn't that deep. It wasn't that serious. They didn't gossip about her behind her back and then she heard them say something nasty about her and then need to confront them. It was literally because I think she was saying my. Maybe maybe they were discussing the my, or they were just discussing in general, right? I felt like Naked and Kaylee really hyped it up more and got Zari even more hype on the issue. And they should have been trying to diffuse it since they're friends with everybody. They made it messier than it needed to be. It could have been something they could have just like, okay, let's move on. Like, it's a new day. You know, the safari thing ended up being fun and they could have really bonded over that, but it turned into another stupid drama. Next, we go back to Andile, and Andile and his family go to his father's burial site, his grave. They go and he gives a beautiful speech about it's a coincidence that there's shoes here because he's had big shoes to fill, that even though they were not his, didn't give birth to them, that he really was an amazing and incredible father figure. Everything that he knows about being a man, a good and honorable man, he learned from his father, and that he hopes that he's proud. And it was just a really beautiful, touching moment. You know, obviously he shed a tear. It's very emotional. So after Andile's honoring his father, we're back to the safari, right? And it's nighttime. God have mercy. Oh, the way that why was I scared with Annie? I was scared with Annie. What? Where are you people going, and why are you? Who sent you? And it was I think was it a tiger, a cheetah, something like that, right? Annie is not. Annie said she's not for. I know they're for this Oyibo stuff. I'm an African girl. I'm a black girl. I'm not for this white people stuff. Annie is terrified. Then they see a lion. She's in tears. The thing starts moving. Why is there no windows? Why cannot there not be windows? Is it because there's no AC or what? I don't know. It's no. I don't even play with dogs. I don't play with little cats, let alone big cats. No, God, no. Annie's terrified, right? Swanky's like, please, I have somebody's wife in my hand. I don't want trouble. Let me take somebody's before somebody kills me because I have his wife in my hand. Please, let's go. She's like, please, can we go? Can you turn up? Please, God. So they leave, right? So y'all, they all meet for dinner after the safari, right? So Naked, Kaylee, Zari are sitting on one side. Annie's in the middle. Swanky's next to her, and then it's Khanyi and Kutsi, right? So they're sitting down for dinner. And at the encouragement of innocent Kaylee says, are you going to address it? Are you going to address what happened? Like, and Zari's like, yeah, I'm going to address it because, you know, if I don't, then it's just going to become a bigger issue. And Kaylee's like, yeah. My thing, why would you even encourage? That was, it was so petty, pointless. It's not something that you really need to say in front of everybody. Something you could have pulled them to the side. Like, what was going on there, girl? Like, what were y'all even gossiping about? She would have told you. But anyway, so Zari addresses them, and Zari's like, I just wanted to talk about what happened last night, what happened when I was giving my speech, you know, when we first got on the train. The side talking, she was like, it was so rude. It was so, I said, how comes a rude? And Annie's like, well, you should have said it then. Why didn't you just say it then? Why are you like harboring? Why are you? And Kanye's like, what? Sidebar, because I'm sure at this point we've all seen it. It's the most popular thing from the show, this Kanye wig. You know what I've gathered? The wig, I don't think the wig was slipping off, because I think they would have told. I think Kanye took the wig off. You know, I don't know if anybody knows, sometimes a wig can be too tight or something like that. I think she purposely put it off because the baby hairs were laid. Everything, it looked like it was a purposeful placing of the wig. And the thing was pissing me off and it was frustrating my life. But I think she did it on purpose, so whatever. So Kanye's like, what did we take from you? What did you lose from the speech that we needed to really just pay so much attention to you? What were you trying to get? Zari was like, how do you think I feel? How do you think I feel? She was like, what feeling were you trying to get? Because you did the speech to basically honor yourself, because it was your invitation and to edify yourself. So what is it that we took from you because we didn't listen to your speech? Like, what grand speech were you trying to give when we were sitting down in the train? Zari's like, girl, what? Kanye was like that. She's not here for any Super Bowl speech. Like, she didn't think it was any big speech like that she really needed to pay that much attention, that they need to bring it up again, that is that big of an issue. Like, please, we don't need any Zari boss lady energy here. Like, everybody's on the same level. We're all just friends. Like, you can just relax, right? Naked is like, wait, Kanye, it was a bit rude. Like, let her give her speech. That when they were at Kanye's ball, that Kanye gave like 7 speeches. Nobody disturbed her. Everyone allowed her to give her speeches. So she should have just given Zari the courtesy to listen to her speech. Zari's like, yes, because, you know, imagine how I feel. Imagine how I feel. Kanye was trying to say that Zari needs to stop acting like she is the celebrity and that they're her fans and they need to be paying attention to her. Naked did make a good point that Khanyi did give a lot of speeches at her ball, but also to Kanye's point, when Khanyi was giving her speeches, Annie didn't like the food. She made her comments, her side comments about the food. She was uncomfortable about the money talk, whatever. Khanyi didn't stop any speech to come and ask them what they were saying. She didn't stop any conversation to come and ask them what's going on. She didn't do that in front of everybody. She didn't pull everyone. She didn't say it in front of everyone at another time. I think that is the difference between that yes, Khanyi also liked to give her speech, but she didn't make it a big deal that everyone wasn't invested in her speech or if there was any side talk at her ball. And so Khanyi was basically like, you're not going to tell me what to do. She was saying in her language that please, sorry. Khanyi was killing me, like it was sending me, and the wig wasn't helping matters. And Swanky's annoyed. Swanky is irritated because he's just like, why are you even bringing this negative energy? Like clearly you guys discussed this before you brought it to us because y'all are the ones chiming in. If you felt some type of energy, you should have brought the energy to the room. Naked, you should have brought the energy to the room. Kaylee, Zari, you should have brought the energy to the room. And it's creating a divide in the group, and that doesn't make any sense. And Swanky said he's all about unity. He feels that he's been put on this earth to unify people, and that right now he feels like he's failing because these people don't want to unify. Naked and Kaylee shouldn't have involved themselves in something that didn't directly affect them because they're friends with the entire group. They should have let Zari have her emotions. If Zari wanted to bring something up, fine, but you don't go and add fuel to the fire or act like you have an issue with something too. Now it's like, okay, us versus them because you have an issue, and it doesn't need to be that. The people that weren't really involved should have just stayed out of it, like Swanky stayed his ass out of it, which I don't disagree. Like, what's wrong with pulling people to the side? Why are you pulling people's husbands to the side, girl? You could have pulled your friends to the side. That's all I'm saying. Swanky gets irritated, and he's like, you guys want to spoil my joy. We had a good day. It was such a fun day. Like, the energy was down yesterday, but the energy's up. Do we need to keep the energy on our head? Like, let's have a good day, right? And you guys just ruined it. And I just find it interesting that people that think that things that everyone thinks is a big deal are not a big deal. Like, Zara really tried to downplay the whole thing with Two-Face, but this you think is a big deal, right? And this you think is enough for you to have to bring it up from the group, and it's so, that you think is so rude, but you didn't think the other thing was so rude. It's just the math isn't math and the calculation isn't calculating. So Swanky, Annie, and Khanyi and Kutsi get up because they're just like, you guys, you know, you ruined it. Like, we could have had a good day. We had a great day, and you guys brought that bullshit energy, and it didn't even make any sense, right? So Khanyi, Kaylee, and Zari, they toast, and they're like, we're gonna have a party. It's fine. If they want to leave, that's their business, right? Back to Nadia, and Nadia meets up with Andile, right? So they meet out. Nadia kind of wants to, you know, just talk to Andile as a friend about her daddy issues, and basically what they were discussing before about her father and her dealings and how that affects her dealing with men. So yeah, it's not shocking. I thought that a reset would have been Mexico, but y'all, Nadia says that her and Vic broke up, and Dela is like, whoa. But she says that, you know, she's sad, but she's not surprised. Like, she's okay because men are kind of disposable to her because her father abandoned her, so she doesn't really expect them to stay. So she's not as attached as she needs to be, which makes sense based on some of her actions, right? She says that, you know, the long distance and that the relationship, it wasn't going anywhere, and she didn't want to waste any time. She felt like he wasn't really putting in enough effort because they're long distance, that, you know, she wants to see him and that he was too busy for her. She told him that, and instead of him saying, okay, what can I do so that we can see each other, he said that, can they talk about this tomorrow? And she's like, yeah, I kind of see where this is gonna go. Like, let's just cut it, right? Basically, her and Vic are done. And so Andile says that because of Nadia's daddy issues, that she needs to see a therapist and just have a really good cry, that it'll be the best cry of her life. And Nadia's like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to cry. That's the exact reason why she doesn't want to talk about it. She doesn't want to find him. She doesn't want to speak to a therapist because she thinks that crying is a sign of weakness. And Andile is like, it's not. She says it is. Girl, no, it is not. Like, if you're watching this, that is not a sign of weakness, okay? I know it feels that way. I know it feels like you're being weak, but you're not. You need a good cry. You need to let your tear ducts free themselves, right? And just cry, and it's fine. Like, everyone cries, whether in their private moments or in their public moments. People need to cry. You're a human being, and what you've gone through with your father is worth crying about, okay? That is a blessing. Cry about it. Move on. Find your father so that you don't have any regrets when tomorrow comes, okay? Crying is not a sign of weakness. I know it feels that way for men or women. it is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you are a human being and you're having a human experience and you're not cold and you have a flesh and blood heart. That is all crying is a sign. So let yourself cry. Set it free. So we moved to Zari's party that she was just talking about with Kaylee and Naked, right? So Zari's like, if everybody doesn't come, or if they come and they just ignore me, I expect to be ignored tonight. And she says, but it's fine. I'm going to have a good time. Who cares, right? So Zari's at the casino. She's gambling. Khanyi and Kutsi come in and Kanye's like, look, I'm here, but I'm going to continue to fight with Zari until she understands that we are her friends and not her fans. So they come in. Naked and Kaylee come first, right? So Naked and Kaylee go and join their madame Zari. So, you know, Khanyi and Kutsi are kind of laid out on the couch. Annie and Swanky then come in, right? And Swanky is giving, you know, what Swanky gives. And Annie is very casual. Annie is not on in the dress code at all. Annie didn't have anybody. So Annie said, what am I even dressing up for? Zari talking about, well, look at what Annie's wearing. Is that a joke? What a joke, right? And Annie's like, I didn't even have you people's time. I knew it was going to be drama. Clearly there's a divide. People are on opposite sides of the room. It's very clear, like, what would be the point of me even dressing up? And she actually had a really cute outfit on, but it was not in the theme. It wasn't, she looked like she was going to a completely different occasion, right? So Annie and Khanyi are talking and Annie's like, didn't we have a good day? She was like, and Kanye's like, yes, it was an excellent, amazing day. And she was like, it's so petty for them to even bring that up. Like, why even bring that up? Kanye's like, yeah, it's basically, you know, when you're used to being the center of attention and somebody doesn't give you that attention, you have a temper tantrum. And that's basically what happened. Like, Kanye just felt like Zari blew it way out of proportion for what it was. Like, it wasn't that deep. Then, y'all, Swanky has had enough of the divide. You know, he's all about unity, and these people don't want to unify, and they have pissed Swanky off. Swanky's pissed off. Swanky's standing up. Swanky gives a speech that, look, he sees everything that's going on here. He's sick of this bullshit. He's not going to continue to stay around for this. If they can't solve this bullshit and solve this right now, that he's not going to stay around for this, that he didn't come for this, right? That he doesn't like what's going on, and everyone knows what he's talking about, and they better fix it and fix it and fix it right now. Right now. He removes his glasses. Swanky is sweating. Swanky is pissed off. He's had enough of you people. Fix this right now. I said, even Kanye is like, I didn't know Swanky had that in him, but okay, let's go, right? Kutsi acting like, what are you talking about? Swanky's like, I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about everything. And everybody acting like they don't know what Swanky's talking about. How y'all don't know what Swanky is talking about when y'all was discussing it on the Jeep with the lion? You people were the ones discussing it. Everybody knows what's going on. Didn't y'all just have a conversation the night before? Have things been like resolved? Is everything all good? So why y'all acting like y'all have no clue what this man is talking about? I don't like it when people play dumb. Like, don't play dumb. Oh my God. I hate that. You know what's going on. Stop it. So Naked is like, can you just relax? He's like, no, I don't need to relax. And Naked is like, well, if you need, just calm down. If you need some help, we'll get you some help, which was very rude, implying that he's like crazy or he's on something or, you know. And he's like, just calm down, because obviously he's like, what do you mean I don't need help? I don't need help. What do you mean? Swanky said, you people want to see me explode? Let me just damn explode. Explode, Swanky. I thought of that shit, man. Looking fly as hell, exploded too. Walking back and forth, looking fly, looking like money, right? Exploded. So he was like, don't tell me that, Naked. If I want to say, I'm not giving no damn speech. I'm just trying to say what it is. You guys know what it is. I'm sick of all this bullshit. Well, I don't need to calm down. I don't need to calm down. He said, but do we have to shout? Do we have to shout? Does everybody? We don't need to shout. I don't need to shout. We don't need to shout. He said, you already shout. We don't need to shout. So y'all, then Kanye is like, I'm fed up with this whole thing of everyone trying to control what everyone does and everyone's reactions. You know, yesterday it was, why you guys whispering off to the side? Now is, why is he shouting? Let him shout. I want to hear what he has to say. Like, everyone has emotions, and he's like, when you do something to somebody, there's a reaction to. You can't tell somebody to react the way you want them to react to something that you do to them, right? And Swanky is like, you can't pick on somebody's emotions, and then when they react to it, you have a problem with it, right? And Naked is like, do we all have to yell like this? Is this how we're gonna talk? We're all adults, no one's children here, right? And I get it. I mean, I don't like being yelled at either. He did say, Naked, Kaylee, Zari, all. What is all of this? And then they were like, what are you talking about? Like, what? Y'all ass know what he talking about. You know what he's damn talking about. And he says ever since, in the confessional, that ever since Zari came here, she feels like she's just dividing this group. Like, she's just the one dividing this group. She said that at the dinner too, that she knows that it wasn't Naked and Kaylee speaking, that it was actually Zari speaking through them. And it was really more them encouraging Zari's BS, to be honest. Like, yes, she brought it up, but they were kind of encouraging the mess too. So I'm not going to put it all on Zari. It was them too. Kaylee's like, everyone calm down. She's trying to hold Naked and calm him down. Khanyi is like, no, Kaylee, you can't say to calm down now because you guys started it, so let's go, right? Kaylee's like, no, not you guys, not you people, not you guys. I didn't start anything. Girl, you didn't encourage her to go bring that mess up. Y'all wasn't hyping her and talking about evil stepsisters on the G. Do you people know that we can see you? That you're on television? Did you know? You didn't get the clue. You didn't see the cameras. They aired it. They aired it. That's what we saw. You guys, you did that. You did that. And Naked says in the confessional that he wasn't trying to start more drama, that he really just wanted whatever real issues were there for it to be discussed, for somebody to actually say what is the real problem and not have these little shady side gossip things instead of addressing the real issue at hand, right? So Kanye is like, well, let's address this. Right? So Kanye basically says, I feel like ever since you've come into this group that now we've had this type of drama, that never before have there been this type of tension, this type of drama, these type of fights, these type of issues until you came into the group. That they never had issues when they all came together. When they all came together, it's to celebrate something. It was in peace and harmony, love, joy, whatever, right? But if they had issues, that they would take each other individually to the side to discuss it. That when her and Annie had that issue, that Kanye went to Annie's house to discuss the issue when Annie was criticizing her mothering, and anytime they've had any other issues, that everybody pulls to the side. But Zari wants to address it in front of everybody so that she can have control of the situation, so she can elevate herself above them and act like she's the celebrity and they're the fans, and she needs to tell them what to do. And that that's not how it goes, that they're all stars, they're all celebrities, and that they're all friends, they're all on the same level. She doesn't need to elevate herself above anybody. Zari says it's projection, that what Kanye is saying, Kanye is projecting how she feels about Zari onto her, that Zari isn't doing anything. Girl, you didn't do nothing. Okay. And that maybe Kanye's intimidated. Maybe there's an intimidation that people are feeling. And he's like, it's the intimidation for me. And he said, what are we going to be intimidated about? Because what, you're beautiful? Because you wear what, fake things or whatever? She said, I'm not intimidated by that. Is it because you have money? And he said, I've been poor and I've seen wealth. So why would wealth intimidate me? Like, that doesn't intimidate me. I'm not intimidated by any of that. Zari, I don't think anybody's intimidated by you because you put boss lady in your name, or because, I don't know, you have a presence. The only person that I thought was intimidated by you, rightfully so, was Nadia, right? Because she and Diamond had a thing, and you could tell she was intimidated by you, and she told you she was intimidated by you. Ain't nobody else intimidated by what they're gonna be intimidated by. I think they just don't like the way that you handle situations, and that you kind of look down on people or think you're better than somebody. You just didn't handle things in a classy, tactful way. Like, you try to put other people down or assume that other people see you in a particular way when they really don't. And Kanye was like, listen, when we all come together, like, there's no egos here. There's no value system, right? If we call, we're pitching things. Like, if we all have any business ideas, we pitch things, we come together, we support each other, right? That is what we do. We don't need to elevate ourselves above anybody or to make anybody beneath us or make us the ruler or the say all or the end all be all in any situation. And that's what you're doing. That's what Kanye said to Zari. And Zari said, Kanye, you're finished. You're projecting. That's not what I'm doing. Zari takes no ownership over anything, and she doesn't receive anything that Kanye's saying, essentially, right? She says everything that Kanye's saying is a projection. And then in the confessional, she says that she feels like it's two strong, powerful boss women who are clashing, and that's the issue that they're having, and it's basically exploding at that point. And I feel like that could be a little bit of it. I think Kanye is like an accumulation of things, like she said. Like, she's seen the way that Zari moves, and it started off like, oh my God, yes, Zari, the boss lady. But then she saw the way she moves, and she's just kind of like, wait. This one is causing issues. Like, she doesn't like the energy that is being brought as a result of some of the things that Zari has done. And I think Zari, because she feels like the odd man out, I mean, I don't know, because Zari has issues with a bunch of people, that she just assumes everyone is intimidated by you because Nadia was intimidated. Nadia was the only one intimidated. Girl, ain't nobody intimidated. What they gonna be intimidated by? What do you have that they don't have? Beauty, money, fame? You're African? Like, what? I don't get it. Y'all are all young, famous, and African. That was the episode. Let me know your thoughts below. Let me know if you agree with Khanyi or if you feel like it's just a projection like Zari said. If you understood the fire that Swanky was feeling, the pissed offness that he was feeling, the frustration he was feeling. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified when I post another video. Y'all, we're coming up on the finale. Yes. Y'all, also for my challenge people, if you got to the end of this video, you might not be watching, but if you got to the end of this video, for the challenge people, I am gonna be starting on All Stars, this season 3, and y'all, it looks good. I'm gonna do a video reacting to the trailer, and we're also gonna get into some of the cast. All right, so go ahead and get that post notification bell on so you'll be notified when I drop that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.